Guys, sorry. This is not how I usually come to you, but child, I am horrified. Horrified. Like, no. Did y'all watch Bad Surgeon on Netflix? Did you watch Bad Surgeon on Netflix? I finished watching this after recording the final episode of my season 1. And I really want to post this now, but since I told myself I wasn't going to post anymore until the end of the year, I just decided I would record a bunch of episodes because 2024 looks like it's going to be busy for me. I'm thinking of going back to law school, so I'm studying for the LSAT. So, like, a lot of my episodes are going to be recorded in December, but I will schedule them for next year for season 2. So, yeah. Bad Surgeon. I never thought I would do like a review of a show, and this is not even a review. I think it's a commentary, right? But this documentary scared me. It scared the hell out of me. It scared me as somebody who's dating. It scared me as someone who has been like to the doctor's office a lot of time over the last 2 years. It just scared the hell out of me. So we're gonna talk about what happened so that, if you haven't watched it, I can give you a context to the show. And we're gonna have a commentary about why it happened, who is to blame, and like, why is there so much evil in the world? Why is there just, I don't understand. I feel like sometimes I feel like I still have a kid brain. And honestly, 2023 have taught me to grow the hell up, because it's like, shit, there's a lot of bad people in the world. And like, and the people who are going to screw you are the people that you trust the most. That's what I've learned. The people that you trust the most are the ones that are going to hurt you. And I think the reason why it hurts so bad because you trusted them so much. Like, doctors are the people that we trust without ever asking about their background, where are they from. I don't think I've ever walked in the hospital and asked my doctor, like, hey, where are you from? Like, you just have to trust them. You just have to trust that they are going to save your lives. They are one of the professions where the people who are entering in this profession have to be good by nature. They have to be good. Doctors, teachers. Some people say police officer, but child, I'm African. I never thought the police officer were on the people's side, but doctors and teachers, lawyers are crook, and I'm not gonna say that because I'm trying to be a lawyer. Never mind. But doctors and teachers are supposed to be good by nature. How? Not just doctors, but surgeons. Surgeons are supposed to be good by nature. So how the hell do we get a bad surgeon? How the hell did we get a bad surgeon? How is this? You know what? Let's just get into the show. So I found out about this story like a couple of years ago because the woman who exposed Dr. Macchiarini, I know I'm saying it right, but I just feel like Italian name, they just have like a rhythm to them. And I think that's why he fucked up a lot of people. His name was too sexy. His name, I don't know how the hell a name is sexy, but he's Italian, man. The name was sexy. His name was Dr. Macchiarini. That's sexy. That's why he fucked up a lot of people. But yeah, so when I found out about this story, the story was this surgeon was dating this journalist who was doing a story on him, and they planned this lavish wedding. He was gonna plan everything for her. All she had to do was show up and whatnot. Come to find out, like, the venue wasn't there. The Pope who was supposed to marry them was supposed to be in Argentina. Everything that he said was a lie. And the reason why she was doing a story on him was because he was this Superman of a surgeon who found a way to help people with their pipes, with their voice pipes, like people who have cancer, or like one of his victims was born with like she couldn't swallow, so he created a pipe which was made of plastic. His reasoning was so this plastic pipe, I guess, will be covered with the human being stem cell, and he will insert it to help them be able to use their pipes, to like, I'm not in the medical field, so this is how I understood the story, and this is how I'm going to relate it to you, okay? So that was the thing. When I heard that it was going to be a plastic pipe that will be covered with stem cell and the own person's stem cell, my non-medical intelligent mind wondered, like, for some reason I just envisioned, like, if your stem cell are going to be the barrier between the plastic and your skin, isn't there a possibility for the plastic to melt or something? I know, I'm dumb. I'm not in the medical field. There's a reason why I did not become a doctor like my African parents wanted me to be, okay? I studied political science. I'm a straight A student. I love debate. I love this, but my intelligence, I'm going to put it in understanding society, solving problem, ending hunger, building schools, helping people have better lives. Medical field, I feel like if I went in that route, I would be miserable and my patient would be miserable. But that was the first question that I had. Like, how can your stem cell cover this plastic thing? Like, wouldn't this plastic thing wouldn't it expire in your body? So in a way, I was right. In a way, my dumb non in the medical field ass was right. Because I just don't understand, and I don't know, because I haven't read anything where putting plastic in your body is good. Like, I don't understand that. But that was his thing. And every patient that this bastard treated died. All of them died. So all of them died. And the response to the earlier death was, oh, they were essentially they were guinea pigs, right? This was the first human trial, blah, 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 blah. And this scenario showed the holes in the medical field, right? Because if you have your first 3 guinea pigs died, how come nobody asked where was the error made? Where did you make the error? Why was it just easy to explain? Oh, you know what? This was a trial. He died. Okay. That was my first question. Like, nobody asked to see where he went wrong. This person was being touted as being the best surgeon, as having a new technology, but his technology was failing. The technology was failing, and not only was the technology failing, the doctors who were operating with him never thought to ask him or never thought to work on finding out why it failed. Like, if you're doing a math problem and you get the answer wrong, you go back to the math problem to understand, oh, where did I miss? Did I carry the one in the wrong spot? Watching this documentary, there wasn't a person who was trying to find the error and try to fix it. They were going off by, oh, he's an amazing surgeon. He came up with this fabulous idea that no one has thought of. So we should let him tell us. Why? Like, why? So that was my first thing. The second thing that we found out was he never tried his experiments on animals. Now, PETA people, shut the hell up. Just shut the hell up. Like, this is not the time to talk about animal cruelty and all of that, blah, 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 blah. It's not the time. But in the medical field, before you try something out on a human, you start off with animals to see how they will react to it. This bastard never did it. So the people he was operating on were his first clients, were the first people to try out this thing. He had no data to go off by. Again, how come nobody knew that there wasn't any data to begin with? Why was he trusted so much with his word that even the people who were working with him didn't know there was no data? That's weird to me. As a social scientist, like, you cannot publish something without it being peer reviewed. Like, you cannot publish something in a journal without it being peer reviewed. So how come in this guy's medical field, he was able to operate on people without people testing his invention, without him showing the success of his invention? Because again, I'm not in the medical field, but when you're telling me that you're gonna cover plastic with stem cell, already that sounds weird to me. That already sounds weird to me. So I guess I need people to help me understand where have a similar project worked so that when he came up with this dumb idea, everyone was like, okay, cool. Let's test it out. And he was working at the biggest hospital in the world in Sweden. That hospital is responsible to host the Nobel Prize in medicine. And nobody thought to ask where he was getting his information from. Nobody thought to ask him to show data. Like, why? Like, how come there aren't a lot of oversight when people have inventions? I've realized that there's not a lot of oversight, right? You look at the Elizabeth Holmes, you look at the big scammers, like, and one of the problems that you will see is the lack of oversight. And yes, I think it's money, right? Because this hospital is getting praise for producing this surgeon who came up with this amazing technology that they never even asked the motherfucker to produce his data. Like, I did not hear him do any literature reviews. I did not hear him do any, like, and you know what? Since I went to college, I can say this to people in the medical field. I feel like people in the medical field are trained to be sciencey, right? But they suck at being human beings. They suck. They suck at being, like, from what I've seen, from the people that I've seen that were studying biology in college. Like, they will use big words and shit, but when it comes to explaining to you what the hell those words mean, they don't know how to explain it to you. Like, they don't know how to make themselves human and have a human conversation with you about a particular thing. And I've witnessed that with people at my university who are studying to potentially be a doctor. One of my friends was trying to be a doctor, and then this girl comes, she's like, oh my God, this class is so hard. And I told her, remind me to never come to you if you become a doctor. Because I get it. Going to medical school is stressful, but if you're already complaining that the work that you have to do is hard, I don't think you're paying close attention, and I don't trust you to train on me. Because of course it's hard. What the hell do you want, a cookie? It's supposed to be hard because you are trying to save people's lives. There are people's lives in your hand. Of course it's supposed to be hard. It's not supposed to be easy. So if you're coming to complain about the material that you're learning and how you have to retain them, and you can barely explain to me what the hell is it that you're learning, yeah, no. This man could not explain what he was doing. And as I'm watching his interviews, I'm like, how come nobody picked up on this? All of his patients died. None of them was alive. None of the people that he operated on was alive. And the other problem was how, not just how there was no question, but how people hide information, right? Like, doctors are not supposed to hide information. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, has my because I remember, like, when I go to the doctors, I ask so much question, right? Because there's certain stuff that I don't talk to my mother about. So if I'm going to do something, I want to make sure that I am not putting myself in a position where I will F myself up, right? So I have an IUD, and when I went to get it, I spent maybe an hour asking questions. I used to go to this doctor because I used to be severely anemic, and he wanted to try this medicine and all of that. I asked him so many questions. I asked him, tell me about the statistics, like the side effects, who have been affected, the demographic of people who have been affected. I ask all of those questions because I don't want to fuck myself over, I'm trusting this person knows what they're doing, and I'm trying to figure out, like, by asking about the demographic, is like, are they women, are they black women, are they, like, is there something that can make me a high risk? I don't know if that makes sense. And when I say that doctors are trained to be medical and they suck as people, I mean that some of them just don't know how to explain stuff, right? Some of them don't know how to communicate to the average person. Like, their brain is so trained in remembering A, B, C, D. It's like, sometimes doctors will talk to you with, and I've experienced this with my mother. My mother is diabetic, and sometimes the doctor will say stuff to her like, I know this, I studied this, like, you should just believe me. And sometimes she'll be asking questions and he'll be very dismissive of her because he feels like, she's questioning his intelligence. But it's like, no, she's not questioning your intelligence. She wants you to explain how a certain medication is going to affect her. And he doesn't explain it well. He gets aggravated with her. He gets, like, annoyed with her, like, how dare you ask me questions. And that's what this Dr. Macchiarini was doing. When people would ask him questions, he would brush things out. And I'm like, I get it. He has a sexy name. He's Italian. But it was like, my mother changed her doctor because, like, listen, if you're going to dismiss me and not to explain to me something from a human to human perspective, then I don't want to see you. Because, like, how am I supposed to trust you when you get easily agitated by simple question that I'm asking, simple comprehension question that I'm asking? Like, how? And I just don't understand how. Like, doctors are supposed to be like, they save lives and everything, but this man was being worshipped. This man was like, without data. There was no peer reviewed in his work. The people who were helping him in the surgery, they are surgeons themselves, but they were fanning over him. Like, he just took over. He had a dominant, like, hey, you have people, like, describe him like he had a dominant energy. Like, he came, he spoke, and you were like, okay, fine, how do we help you do this? Like, before I sign to work on something, I have to understand what the fuck I'm working on. And you have to make sense to me. By the time that they figure out what was going on, they too had blood on their hands. They too had blood on their hands. But this man is evil. This motherfucker is evil. Not only does he kill people without showing up his research or his data or nothing, not only does he explain the death as, those were trials and everything, blah 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 blah. Not only did he, like, romanticize this woman, like the American woman, was a father figure, told her elaborate stories, knowing the Pope, the Obama, the Clintons. Like, okay, I have a question, and this is me being, I guess, okay, I have a question. If you met a man that was telling you I know the Pope. I treat the Pope. Aren't you gonna ask him for proof? This man was telling this woman like he's a doctor for Obama. And he was a doctor for the Clintons. Like, I never really provided proof. She was like, well, since he's being praised for being a good doctor, then, he must be, he must know the Obama, he must know the Pope, he must know the Clintons, he must know. You know what? Italians are good, yo. This may sound like a Congolese, to be honest with you. Oh, Lord. Hey? Say what now? And I think that speaks so much more to like the westernized celebrity culture, because I'm just like, there's this Congolese doctor who was instrumental in fighting Ebola in the Congo. And so during the COVID pandemic, the Congolese government gave him a lot of money to help with the fight against Corona. This doctor botched a lot of COVID tests. People who were positive, the test came out negative. And when I tell you Congolese people ate his ass up, nobody can insult better than Congolese insult don't make sense. You cannot translate Congolese insult because it would not make sense. So I'm never gonna try. Y'all need to learn how to speak Lingala to understand. When I said they ate him up, they ate him up. That man never shows his face anywhere. Because whenever someone would see him on the street, they would fight him. Like, people are mad because our football team did not win because our players got positive results, like positive COVID test results when they were all negative. So we had to, we lost. And you don't mess with us with football. They ate his ass up. I don't understand how this man did this. And I don't understand how, she did not ask more questions. Yeah, he's a celebrity surgeon, so of course he knows the Pope. He works in Florence, so I guess, he's Italian. The Pope lives in the Vatican, and, bada bing, bada boom. That makes sense. No, it doesn't. I don't think I saw a picture with him and the Pope. He never produced a picture. But that's not a crazy thing that he did. That's not a crazy. The crazy part of the whole thing is the fact that this man killed a patient and then he seduced the mother of the patient that he killed. They got in a relationship and had a child. This man is evil. That's evil. There's this Congolese comedian that said, sometimes we blame the devil for stuff that he had nothing to do. Some human being just came out evil. Even the devil didn't have that on his card. How the fuck you kill somebody? The woman was suing him in the hospital. In order to get away from the lawsuit, he romanticized her. He became a Prince Charming. He became her therapist to help her in the grieving process. She fell for him because, he was magnetic, he was charming and all of that. They dated and they had a kid together. And he was a great father. How do you explain to your daughter, your father killed your older stepbrother? Like, how? How do you do that? Oh my God, this man is evil. And to be honest, watching this, not only did I have commentary about like the medical field, how we just go through life without really vetting people, but it made me scared as dating is scary. Like, as somebody who's is like in a dating, thing, that's just my biggest fear. And mind you, like, I watch true crime movies and all that, is to end up with somebody that I never knew. Oh, that shit scares me. To end up with someone that I never, like somebody with a double life, a scammer, someone who will commit a fraud, someone who will kill people. Like, that shit is scary. It's like, how do you even come back from that? How do you come back from, I fell in love with this person, they were sweet to me, but in their other lives they were taking advantage of people, murdering people. Like, how? I don't know if I have the, like, oof. Like, I don't think I will continue life if that ever happens. That's scary. And when the American woman found out, like, he was, like, everything he told her was a lie, he approaches her, he's like, oh yeah, that's because I'm in the CIA. Oh, I would have died. I would have, like, the fact that this woman is standing, I would have just, like, collapsed and I'm done. Like, oh, like, God, I pray, spare me, spare my life against people or relationship like this. Please spare my life, please. Whew. Yeah, this was a interesting documentary. Like, if you haven't watched it, please go watch it. It's called Bad Surgeon. Love Under the Knife. That's the title. Love Under the Knife. And found out how this bastard killed people, did a whole procedure, was protected by the big institution without ever providing proof of nothing. Nothing. My sister, this man provided nothing. All his patients died. All of them. None of them is alive. And the funny thing is, the interesting thing is how in the documentary they never told us about his earlier life. They never told us how he became famous. Like, how did this person become famous? They just told us he was a famous surgeon who came up with this idea, but how? What is his origin story? Because sometimes the origin story explains so much about a person. Like, how did he become famous? Like, we still don't know how this person became famous. So this man was just there. Like, where did he go to school? Who were his classmates? What did he do in college? Because some people go to school, but they don't really go to school. I know a lot of people in college who went to college. Did he go to class? Nope. So how did he become a famous surgeon where people would listen to him without ever vetting him? How did that happen? How? Lord have mercy. I pray God spares me, spare your life. And that's all I have. Please watch it. It's interesting. Scary, but interesting. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.